closed bridge on the way to a delivery, lightning bolt caught on the dash cam right in front of the truck, baby seats, and a crazy ass wagon story and more on this episode of
The Clutch Trucker Channel.
Clutch Trucker, filmed before a live and furry studio audience. That is Rusty, the world famous meatball dog. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker Channel. Alright, just picked up in Piqua, I think is how it's pronounced, Ohio. I'm sure that's wrong, and somebody will correct me on that. P-I-Q-U-A. My best guess would be Piqua. Anyway, yeah, I found a spot last night at a rest area just east of that TA in Hebron, Ohio, on the east side of Columbus. Was able to snag a spot there, even though it was about 10:30 last night. I lucked out on that. So got a nice spot there. There's grass for Rusty. That's a good thing. Got over to my delivery this morning. Got that unloaded. And they gave me another load already that picks up in where I just was, Piqua, Ohio. Took them over 2 hours to get me loaded. I found out why. It's floor loaded. It's all child or infant baby seats, you know, car seats. I'll show you a little video of that here in a minute. I always forget to show like the cargo at the back and show him putting the seal on. Something else that, you know, if you're not into trucking, you hear seal, you're thinking of the the zoo, but not that kind. We put a seal on so that the shipper, when we get there, or the receiver, when we get there, they can see that it hasn't been tampered with, and they know that everything should still be in there. What do you think? So anyway, taking this little Highway 36 across from there instead of popping back down to 70, trying to save a few miles, and you know, need a little more scenic anyway. As you can see, we've got some rain going on. Should be coming out of it the further west I go, so that's the good news there. And yep, so this is another light load, only weighs about 10,800 pounds, something like that, which is nice. It's unfortunately not paying very well, but you know, change is coming soon. So, you know, what can I do about that? Anyway, while I was there, I did get the scrub blades put on. Meant to do that yesterday, but it was raining so much yesterday I didn't get around to do that. So it was not raining for a little while I was there. Getting loaded today. Got the scrub blades on, and yeah, they do a much better job getting the bugs off and stuff like that. It's worth the extra money for them in the summer months. Winter months, I try to get more of the winter type blades where the rubber covers up all the metal on there, because if you don't, then ice gets stuck in there, and then it doesn't lay flat on the windshield, and you just rub the ice back and forth, and you don't see a damn thing. So there's different wipers for different months. What do you think? Alright, so here we are. This load is going to a Target distribution center. I don't have good feelings about that. Last Target distribution center I was at was in Pueblo, Colorado, right when the pandemic started. And they used Swift for your yard dogs. You could not put your own trailer into the door or take it back out. And they managed to bend up my landing gear. They dragged it. So Swift had to pay to get my trailer fixed. And they did. They're self-insured, so they coughed it up. I mean, all you gotta do is tell them, hey, one of your drivers did this, and they're pretty much gonna believe you, because how often do you see Swift flipped over off the side of the road? I've got a whole bunch of acronyms for Swift we won't go into right now. And now someone's going to pass me because they couldn't possibly go 55 down the road behind the big truck. Oh. Never understand why people do that on these small little roads. We're going to hit another town here in a few minutes anyway. Get over it. Alright, got a load of child safety seats. Taking video of this for my own protection, since it's all floor loaded. So I put the straps in there. You can see the child infant seats right there. So a couple of straps in. Don't need to put a strap along the bottom row, but just showing I did what I could do. And there's the seal number right there, 25637. Never want to hear us talk about seals. We're not talking about the zoo. We're talking about those. So anyway, yeah, back to what I was talking about. Yeah, this delivery's at 4 p.m. at a Target distribution center tomorrow, which means this is a floor load. You saw from the video there, which means it's not on pallets, which means they can't just use a forklift to get it in and off, which means you have to have individual guys going in there and unloading
Construction
it.
was reported on US 36.
I know
You
the
are
trick
on the
now.
fastest route.
I know the trick now. Okay, Garmin, set volume to 0. There it goes. I can see it on the top bar. All right, a few people put in the comments after my last video saying that's what I need to say, and that seems to be what works. And if I want to go back up, I can say go to 10. So, okay. Back to what I was talking about. Yeah, it's all floor loaded, which means, yeah, it's going to take individual guys in there to unload it. The floor loaded ones always take twice as long to unload as they do to load. So, I don't see this going any faster than like 4 hours. I'm going to be there all evening tomorrow night, which means I won't have a chance to get another load until Thursday. So after I get out of there, I've got to go try to find some place to park, which means I probably need to reserve a spot. Closest place would be the Petro in Rochelle. So I'll have to do that for tomorrow night. So I'm going to try to make sure I don't have to reserve a spot tonight. I found a great little truck stop. I've stopped at it real quickly a couple times before. And, I can't remember the name of the town now. I want to say Minonk. No, that's not right. It's further down. Anyway, there's almost always parking there, and I should be able to get a spot later tonight. I'm going to stop up here at the TA in Whitestown, Indiana. This is the first TA I'll hit on my way, and I'll fuel up there, top off the fuel. It's $4.50 to me a gallon right there. Not bad. It's a lot more expensive in Illinois, so I want to make sure I top off there tonight. And maybe I might even grab a shower. I just had one on Sunday, but you know, ideally I would like to get one every couple of days, today being Tuesday. Doesn't mean I will. I'll see what the situation is after I fuel up. I would just kind of like to be a little fresher, baby. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Alright. Rain is lightening up. We got this light here we're going to stop at. And by running these smaller highways too, forces me to run slower and get better fuel economy, at least for a while. And in Indiana, even on the interstates, you can only go 65, even though the cars can go 70. Split speed limits are stupid. It's been proven over and over and over, and I talked about this in my truck speed limiters bad idea video. Whenever you put two groups of vehicles at different speeds, there's more interaction between them, meaning more lane changes and more accidents or wrecks. Been proven over and over, and yet states still continue to do that. Alright, so we're turning left onto this, what is it? Still following West 36, also joining South 127. Alright. So here we go, baby. Something just flipped off the dash, I don't know what that was. Probably landed on poor Rusty. Coming up here on the exit for the TA Whitestown. We're going to top off the fuel and possibly see about a shower. It only helps. It was almost 5 p.m. Eastern time, just here on the northwest side of Indianapolis. So, nice if I could grab one. I think I've showered there before. I can't remember what they're like. But be wet, it'll get me clean. That's all you can hope for. Oh, still coming up, I do have caught a lightning bolt real close to the truck on the dash cam yesterday on my way to West Hazelden, Pennsylvania to deliver, and then there was a bridge out. So I had to deal with that too. Right as I was trying to get to my receiver. So that was lots of fun. that coming up. Alright, is the light going to stay green long enough? Appears to be. Fill here very often because usually it's a little higher in Indiana, but it's a lot higher in Illinois, so might as well feel a little cheaper. Once I get up towards Iowa, it's going to be a lot cheaper, so we'll top her off again there, that's for sure. Did get a message from Bo saying after I deliver that he wants me to come to Cedar Rapids and we'll talk, and he has something to offer. Oh good, here's a truck coming out the entrance. Well, that's not very helpful. Way to go, moron. There's a specific exit on the other side. So you don't have that tight little squeeze coming in. You just have to be above. But, you know, there's morons everywhere. Up here and get her topped off. Pretty tight lanes here. Now here comes the lightning bolt I was telling you about, but you can't see it on the video. All you can see is a little flash at the bottom of the screen. Look at the bottom, and you'll see this white line on the bottom of the screen. That's right when the lightning bolt hit. Scared the crap out of me. There it was right there, but you can't see it in the video. Oh, but it did scare me, and boy was there a big boom after that. And going to West Hazelton, Pennsylvania, look, there's where I had to go, right there, to the left, and the bridge is closed. So I had to find a different way to get there. So I had to go ahead and turn around, and it was about a 10-mile detour. All right, well, I did end up getting a shower earlier at the Whitestown, TA, and I remembered after I got in there why I don't like their showers. There's barely, hardly any water pressure. As I said before, I like the blast you against the wall kind of showers. So, just stopped again here in Illinois, in Oakwood. Remembered I needed to get the Mega Millions. It's like, what, 800 and some odd billion dollars, something like, or $1 million, I don't know. So I bought 3, which cost, $9. So I never buy that because the odds are so astronomically against you. But when in Rome, whatever, what the heck. Throw a few bucks at it, why not? I don't expect to win, but they always say you can't win if you don't play. Alright, so there's my Mega Millions. 8:26 Eastern. Oh, we're in Illinois now, so we're back to Central Time. Yay. Alright, so I can switch the watch. I've got about another 2 hours, or is it that long? Let me look here. Pardon me. Yeah, 2 hours. 2 hours to go. And, Mendota? I can't remember the name of the damn place it was to. It's a Roadies, but Trucker Path said they almost always have parking anytime, so since it's going to be 9:30, 10 o'clock by the time I get there, I figured that would be a good place to stop. The petrol up in Rochelle always gets so crazy, so why not? And again, why not try by the old lottery. I gotta tell you this story. I was just so dumbfounded. I wish I had caught this on video, but all you would have seen is after they passed me, after getting out of construction zone. But last night, when I was trying to make my way to that rest area where I parked for Monday night in Hebron, Ohio, a whole bunch of road construction on the eastern part of I-70 there in Ohio as we're heading west. We're in a construction zone. See this car coming up behind me with the damn brights on, which just drives me nuts. And as we're going along, you know, it's like a 50, 55 mile an hour construction zone. And I keep seeing on either side in the mirrors the car with the brights, you know, riding my ass, just back and forth, back and forth. It's a one-lane construction zone. There's nowhere for him to go. Then we get to this section where, you know, the shoulder is a little bit wider, but we're just about to get up to where they're paving the road in the left lane, and now we got to even move further to the right. Just as we get up, or getting up to that point, I start moving to the right. I see the headlights come around my right side. He's up halfway up my truck trying to pass me on the shoulder as I'm trying to move to the right to get away from the construction guys. This idiot's trying to pass me. I'm blaring the air horn. Finally, he backs back off, gets behind me, and does that, you know, shifting back and forth again thing. What a jerk! I couldn't believe it. I'm like, really? Really? You're in that much of a hurry? You got to try to pass the big truck in a one-lane construction zone where there's no room? I almost pushed him off the road when he came up on the side of me because I had started moving over to get away from the construction guys because the cones kept going further over into the right lane. What a moron! I just couldn't believe it. I was dumbfounded. But like I say, you couldn't, since my camera aims forward, you couldn't see what was going on behind me. It just blew my mind. You know, we finally get out of the construction zone, and of course he comes whipping right around as quick as he can. I get behind him, blast my brights at him for a little while. He's giving him a taste of his own medicine back, and of course, gone. Gone. What an idiot. Okay, so here we are. It is Mendota, M-E-N-D-O-T-A, Illinois is where I'm parked at. I'm about 40 miles now from my delivery. I do have to eat some toll tomorrow. A little bit of I-88, luckily not too long of a stretch. That's why I came up 39 this way into Illinois instead of coming up 65 and going all the way up through Chicago. Besides, for one, where are you going to park in the middle of Chicago? And then two, I don't want to pay all the extra tolls. I'm sure Bo thought this was a fairly decent payload when he booked it at $1,200 because the broker said it was only 375 miles. Well, no, it was 420 with the way I had to go to avoid the tolls. And then there was a 100-mile deadhead, so now we're up to 520. They take their 15% off, and then, you know, it's now down to under $2 a mile again, which means it's not paying me again. Getting really tired of that. And I deliver tomorrow at 4 p.m. And as I said earlier, it's a floor load, so it's not going to go quickly. So I'm going to text him tomorrow and say, look, try to find something else for me to get to see. He wants me to come back to Cedar Rapids so we can talk. Which is fair. Okay, I owe him that. I've been there 5 years. But if I just deadhead it from here, it's another 170 miles that I got to eat, which means right now it costs $1 a mile in fuel to run this truck. It's $170. Try to find me something else. Or we're going to be talking over the phone or something. So that's kind of where I'm sitting on all that anyway. All right. Yeah, here we are, Mendota, Illinois. At least it's about 11 o'clock at night. At least I get to sleep in tomorrow because I don't have to be there till 4 p.m. And I don't feel too good about this one. Last time I was at a Target distribution center, it was nothing but bad news. So we shall see. Well, thanks for tuning in for that one. Yeah, here we are, Mendota, Illinois. I kept forgetting the name of the place, but yeah, that's where we're at. And yes, we finally figured out how to mute the Garmin the right way. Thanks to your comments. I appreciate that. There's Clutch Trucker at Instagram, Clutch Trucker at Twitter. And as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty, out. Look, the network has been receiving a lot of comments from viewers that they're complaining about a lack of diversity on the news team. Well, I believe diversity is an old wooden ship. Ron, I don't think people are complaining about the fact that there's not an old wooden ship on the news. Come on, no, come down here first. All right, there it goes. Yeah, I wasn't even sure I was going to be doing a video tonight. He was all over me, all about getting the bacon strips tonight, so... Yep, gotta get the bacon strip dog on the video. Boy, yeah, you're just all over that tonight. It's been a long day, hasn't it? Yes. So you get another one. Oh, happy dog. Happy dog. Alright, are you all done? You're just showering those down, baby. Alright, happy dog.